For 17 years, the memories of the May night stadium disaster have lived with people in different ways. The images of 127 bodies piled up after violence broke out at a league game between Accra Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko has accompanied the darkest tale in Ghana football. Kotoko fans protesting what they claimed was an offside call from referee Jacob Wilson Say and his assistants ripped off seats and threw them on the tarmac. The police responded with tear gas, and the ensuing stampede led to what has become Africa's worst stadium disaster. 17 years on, the centre referee has spoken for the first time on his decisions that some fans claim triggered the violence.
People said that my assistant raised the flag. Yes, he did, but for a different infringement. The infringement was for the same attacker, and they have the advantage. By the laws of the game, what do? You play on. I played him on. He brought his flag down. And this, where this gentleman moved to pick his ball, had nothing to do. By law, perfect. He picks the ball, scores. Yes, some people made noise. It ended. We continue the game.
So there's no sense of guilt for you?
No. I've done nothing wrong. I feel it as someone losing a father, losing the son, losing a brother. That aspect. But the blame that was there, that is totally false, and I don't accept that. I always believe that we played our part well. I won't allow those who don't know the law to crucify you.
Tensions between Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko were high at the time. Hearts were in great form, the best side not just in Ghana but in Africa. Their meeting against Kumasi Asante Kotoko naturally had taken on a bigger meaning, so much so that the identity of the referee was a closely guarded secret until hours before the game. Say explains how they decided on him as the centre man.
That fateful day, we were 3 centre referees appointed. As referees, we ballot for matches that people have controversies. We got to the stadium at 10. As at 10 o'clock, the stadium was full.
The match went on as scheduled at 5 p.m. that day. Accra Hearts of Oak drew level after Lawrence Ejay had opened the scoring for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ishmaelado struck later on to win the game for the Phobians before their home fans at the Accra Sports Stadium. Say remembers how he walked off the pitch safely that evening, went in to freshen up before heading to his hotel room completely unaware of the disaster that was unfolding. It was in the room that he heard the news about the tragedy.
From the stands, the staircase was so narrow. Unfortunately, those in charge of sport council at that time never opened all the doors. So they were all passing through a narrow part. And for the Adekoka stand, that they peeled off the seat. That wasn't the first time. But the police felt that they were destroying property. So they would scare them off by throwing, tear gas into the stand. And as they were running, they fell off that side. So you see that these things happen outside the main match.
The May night disaster was the most defining moment in Say's career. And many years on, he has left the field to stay in the classroom full-time. He is now the vice principal at the Queensland International School in Accra, a mathematician and an author of children's books. He worries that referees are easy scapegoats when things go wrong at football matches, and says the fact that fans still get away with all sorts of behaviors towards referees now is an indictment on administrators and the police who man these football matches and admonish them to overlook their personal interests.
Go to Hearts match or Kotoko match and you see the police who is protecting you, supporting one of the teams. It happened when I was in second D. The policeman, you were a home team. And I don't believe in that. We are all playing. The away team or the home team, they all pay money. They spend. We should move away from home team, away team mentality.